Under the File tab, you'll find a number of settings. You'll be able to insert solid models or STL models for stock or other bodies for fixtures. You can enter your global preferences where you can change the system settings. You can also manipulate the colors of your environment, so when you highlight a component or when you click on it, you can also change the color of rapid high feed lead moves. On the top left, you'll find your quick access toolbar with quick access icons for saving and opening a file or creating a new document. You can also add commands to this by clicking on the black upside down triangle. Go to more commands, and you can add any of the system commands to that quick access toolbar. You can also assign keyboard shortcuts or hotkeys for views or the command to zoom into your component to fit to the screen. Across the top, you'll see the name of the file that you currently have loaded. Over to the right, clicking on Advanced will add or remove commands to the different tabs that you have. You've got your different windows available, themes for if you want to save the style of your windows and the orientation of them in a particular manner. Every time you open and close Surfcam, you can save that as a theme. You have access to all the help files and some basic tutorials by clicking on the blue question mark icon. You have your workflow tiles, which are going to turn on or off rendering for different components when you're programming, such as translucency of stock, or turning off the graphics for your machine tool or your fixture or your tool that you're working with. You can turn your component to be wireframe or solid by clicking on this rendering option. This is going to be a zoom to fit window. You've got your view properties that you can quickly access by clicking on that icon. You can turn on or off your grid or do clipping if you have a component with internal geometry. You can slice it in half so you can see the internal geometry of that component. Across the bottom of the screen, you're going to have your status bar. This is always going to say ready on the bottom left unless you're in the middle of a command, and it's going to prompt you with a command to tell you what you need to do. You'll have your active viewport, so you'll have your views top to front, right, left, bottom, back, isometric. You can actually create new viewports based off of user created CPLs or C views, if you will. You have your active CPL or C view right here. Right now it's top, and then you have your current Z level, which is going to be the depth that you're working at in Z. On the bottom right hand side, you have these three icons for splitting your screen vertically or horizontally. You can do that as many times as you wish, and close that and have different viewports for each one. And then on the bottom right, you have some options that you'll be able to toggle between, which will become available when you are in certain commands. They'll become available. So free versus entity will be the difference between being able to select anywhere on the screen or snapping your cursor to, say, a vertex or a certain line or a point on the face of a component. And then of course you have your different windows that you can dock and you can move around as you see fit.